Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. So we have the One Spot power supply for your pedal board. So yeah, if you're tired of having a whack load of power supplies hooked up to your pedal board, buy one of these. Or two if you do happen to run out of milliamps to supply to your pedals. This thing has 1700 milliamps worth of juice in it. So it's going to be able to power a lot of pedals. One of the main reasons I bought this was my Boss RC5 looper rhythm pedal. It chews up a lot of milliamps, and it can just barely run with a standard 500 milliamp power supply that is also trying to run 4 other pedals at the same time. So kind of run a little bit low on juice. I got to thinking, I need a better power supply. So I checked out, different Boss power supplies, and of course they're ludicrously priced. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Boss products, but their power supplies really do kind of suck for price, and not as much milliamps for the buck either. This was only 28 bucks at Long & McQuade in North Bay. So any Long & McQuade, of course, in Canada, same price. All right. So I have since also gotten out of pedals. I decided that it was time to just stop collecting a pile of hopscotch stuff and getting myself back into the GT1000 board again. So out went the door of about 1,500 bucks, and yeah, I got a GT1000 again. And so I sold off all my pedals, except of course for 2 that are keepers, and that's my Beat Buddy and of course my Boss RC5 looper. The GT1000 does have a looper built in, but you don't get that much time. Only a couple of seconds kind of thing, like 20 or 30 seconds. It's ridiculously small. I get like 12 hours or something like that out of my RC5, so I'm kind of thinking, weighing out the difference, yeah, it's kind of worth having that RC5 kicking around. So, but I needed a power supply that could run that puppy flawlessly, and this actually does the job. Now, even though the RC5 does chew up a lot of milliamps, there's still more than enough power to still supply another 6 or 7 pedals along with it on the One Spot. But you will need one of the daisy chain extension cables that you plug in to the end on this, and then you can run 5 pedals off of that, and then you can hook another looper onto the end of that, so you go 4, another looper, and then 5 more kind of thing. But you will run out of milliamps eventually, and the RC5 will tell you, because it just won't want to quite turn on right. So you're going to have to kind of troubleshoot to find out where your maximum amount of pedals is that you can draw from this along with your RC5 if you happen to have one. Now if you don't have an RC5 and your pedals are low milliamped to begin with, then you can daisy chain a boatload of pedals just off of one power supply. And it's clean power, which is another nice thing about this. Very clean power. And for 28 bucks, I thought, well, why not? And I've had this power supply for quite a while now. Normally I would do a review a lot sooner, but in this case we had to basically torture test it, for a while, see how it would do, and it has been doing fantastic. So I would highly recommend the One Spot power supply for your pedal board. Okay, and 28 bucks. This is Canadian dollars we're talking. I mean, you can probably get these in the States. You probably get them on Amazon. I don't know, but wherever you can get it, it's the 1700 milliamp version of this, and for 28 bucks Canadian. Seriously, you can't go wrong. I mean, I was paying 20 bucks a pop for 500 milliamp Outlaw power supplies that don't have a whole lot of milliamps, right? And I've had other power supplies I've paid as much for, that had a little bit more milliamps, but still couldn't run a whole lot of pedals either, and definitely I'm not going to be able to run that RC5 with any more than an extra 2, maybe 3 pedals, depending on what pedals they are. Of course, too, because all pedals draw a different amount of amperage. So voltage is one thing, but if you don't have the amperage to run stuff, you ain't gonna run. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys today. Bit of a short video, but hey, you know what? It's just a review video on a power supply, and my thoughts behind this. Check one out for yourself, give it a shot, see how you like it. I happen to really enjoy this power supply, and you know, even though I'm not collecting a bunch of pedals anymore, if I do happen to purchase another pedal that I don't have available to me in the GT1000, then I can actually loop it on, because I do have a couple daisy chain cables here, so I can actually loop it on without a problem off the RC5 without any issues. So, because I do still have plenty of milliamps left over, but at least now the RC5 is getting full power to it, no fluctuations, no glitching whatsoever. So that's fantastic. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.